I'm Kenzie. I'm a student at the University of New Haven studying chemistry, and I've been doing Ninja for 3 years. I started doing Ninja about 3 years ago, probably more like 3.5, and I'm just starting my 3rd season of competitions. So at each competition, there's a podium for the top 3. And I've gotten top 3 a handful of times for different competitions. Sometimes because I've done well, sometimes because I'm the only one in my division, but I'll take it. And then this past season, at the end of each season, there's a regional competition and a world competition. And so at this past world championship, even though I didn't make it to stage 3, I did really well in skills. I think I got 1st in 2 of them, 2nd in 1, and 4th or 5th in another. And then they have 2 overall awards. So world champion is based solely on stage 1, 2, and 3, and whoever does the best in terms of all of that. They also have World's Strongest Ninja, where they take your placement for everything I've mentioned so far, they add it up, and then whoever has the lowest amount of points wins. And between there being a small number of competitors, so not a ton moving out to stage 3, and my good performance in the skills, I was able to somehow get 1st in that. So that was really exciting. I grew up doing gymnastics, so that helped a lot in terms of Ninja and athletics in general. It's a lot of body strength and a lot of, it's not really like weightlifting, can't bench very much, but in terms of body rep exercises, I feel pretty good on that stuff. And then also it gives me a lot of air awareness and body control, which is super helpful for sports, especially something like Ninja where you're flying through the air. My favorite thing about Ninja training is that there's always something new to try and you're always accomplishing something. No matter what you're doing, it's some new obstacle, you always have a goal to lend yourself to. And then my other favorite thing is the community. Everyone's super nice, even though you're competing against people, they'll still give you advice, they'll still help you out. And they just want to see everyone succeed, and really everyone just wants to beat the course, even if that means they get beat themselves.
Tom would say, don't be a...
I definitely prefer training with other people as opposed to by myself. By myself, I find that I have a lot less motivation, but when I'm with other people, it's a lot more fun. It feels like I'm just hanging out with my friends. There's a lot of joking and laughing and just kind of goofing around, which is always great. And it's nice to have other people to push you and to help kind of come up with new challenges. We're always trying to figure out new ways to do different skills and to complete the obstacles. And well, if one person got it that way, now I'm going to try to one-up you, and I'm going to try to find a new, flashier way to do it. So it's a lot more fun to train with other people, and it's more effective for me, at least.
Yeah.
In terms of the stress and pressure of sports, I don't feel it too much. I've definitely been feeling it a little bit more in terms of competition now that I'm going up into the elite division and I'm going against bigger competitors. I've been feeling a little bit more of a need to kind of prove myself and show that, yeah, I do belong here. I haven't been doing this long, but I've earned my spot. But in general, when it comes to practice, I don't feel a ton of stress from it. Ninja is really my happy place. It's my stress relief. I look forward to going there every single day. And then when I do feel stressed for it, the thing that helps me the most is my teammates. They're really good about helping me with that. I have pretty severe anxiety, so occasionally that will kind of start to interfere with my training. When it does start to impact me, it can kind of like cloud my vision, if that makes sense, where it's hard to focus in on what I'm doing and I can get really focused in on the negative and just really overwhelmed in general. But my coach, especially Tom, he's really good at kind of noticing when I'm starting to have that mental switch into I'm not in a good place, and then making sure I'm staying positive and focusing, and also taking breaks when I need to, because if I do start to get stressed and overwhelmed, I have a tendency to push myself a little bit too far. And for someone so young, he knows a lot about how to be a coach. He knows a lot about different techniques and the sport in itself. He's very knowledgeable when it comes to that stuff. So he's able to explain different things that need to be done really well. For anyone out there who's considering doing Ninja, I would say do it. It's so much fun, and the only way that we can see a change is having more people participate. Gianna, my girlfriend, has recently started doing it, and it's been so exciting to watch her grow in the sport and just see all the different things she can do and have her be so excited in it. A lot of people are really intimidated by the sport when I first suggested they come try it. So having her being eager to try from the start has been awesome, because it's such a big part of my life and it means a lot to me that she would give it a shot. Her first practice was a little bit rough. She definitely was struggling with some of the obstacles because she had never done anything like it before. But she was so excited the entire time she was doing it, and she just wanted to keep going. She ended up getting, I think, 2 rips at once. So that's when one of the calluses on your hand it like blisters, and then the skin comes off. So it's basically just a giant open wound on your hand. So she came over to me and was like, "My hand hurts." And I was like, "That is a rip. Let's get you taped." So I got her hand all taped up, and I was like, "Okay, do you want to go do some balance stuff so you're not hanging and swinging?" She goes, "No, I want to go do the laches again." I'm like, "Are you sure? You ripped. Like, I don't want you to hurt your hands." She goes, "No, I'm doing that again." So she goes over and keeps doing laches because she really wanted to get it. And she ended up ripping 1 or 2 more times. So we taped her up again. Eventually we left, and I was like, "So what'd you think?" She's like, "When are we going back?" And I was like, "You get it. You get it." Oh my God. Because most people, they do it, they're like, "Okay, that was fun, maybe not for me." Never met anyone who rips the first time, and I've never met anyone who ripped and did not want to cry. So, especially if you've never done it before. So that was just so much fun for me to see her really enjoying something that's so important to me. Since she's stuck with it, we just did our second competition together. And she's getting so much better so fast. It's so much fun to watch her. She's really just loving it, and she wants to get better so quickly, and she really is, and it's just so much fun to watch. And it's also nice to have her there cheering me on, because she thinks she's wonderful. She thinks that everything I do is absolutely fabulous, even if I'm falling on my butt. So she's always cheering me on and is just so positive. And it's also just nice to have her there with all of my friends and kind of getting to know them, but also she gets along with them so well. It's a very fun environment of we're all making fun of each other like teenage boys and just random jokes, and she just fits right in with it. I don't know what you want from me. I'm weak. That was my solid try.
You're actually gonna get it though. She's getting it. Right now.
Show me up. Put me to shame.
Going into next year, hopefully I'll be doing a PhD program somewhere, so I'm gonna have a lot less time to dedicate to training. Within Ninja, there's a bunch of different levels. So it gets a little complicated. There's tier 2 and then tier 1, and then within tier 1, there's a bunch of different divisions as well. They're first split by age, but then there's also the elite division for anyone who's 15 plus. This is my first season doing elite, which has been really exciting, but a little bit nerve-wracking so far. I think it's going okay. So next year, hopefully I'll continue doing elite. At the moment, there's nowhere to grow in terms of the current league I'm competing in, but hopefully I'll be applying to American Ninja Warrior soon and maybe going on that. And then there's a bunch of other different leagues and opportunities that keep popping up as the sport grows. So really, I don't know, because I don't know where the sport's going to be.